all, welcome to our channel Pragya Bhumi. Many of us would have thought somehow this problem should be eradicated from this world, but how? What is that problem? That problem is hunger. In this video, we are going to see about a very important concept, Global Hunger Index, and the importance of it and how it is going to help in eradicating the hunger in the world. Come on friends, let's get into the video. Starting with what is hunger? In layman terms, we can tell that a person not getting proper or enough food, we can term it as hunger, right? But actually, as per the definition given by Food and Agriculture Organization, what is hunger is a person not getting minimum amount of dietary energy that is required to live a healthy life. That is termed as hunger. Measuring hunger is a very complicated process, and that is done by Global Hunger Index. Global Hunger Index, it is a tool to measure and track hunger globally, that is worldwide, in the region wise. For example, particular to Asian region or African region or American region, and also at the nation levels, country levels. Global Hunger Index not only stops with this, that is just measuring hunger. It also gives some more emphasis on this point, which I'll be covering in the coming slides. As I already mentioned, measuring hunger is a very complicated process. So how this particular score of Global Hunger Index is calculated is based upon 3 dimensions. Under those 3 dimensions, we have 4 parameters. That is, one dimension alone is having 2 parameters in it. The first dimension is undernourishment, which is the inadequate food supply, which means that certain population is not getting sufficient caloric intake. That is termed as undernourishment. The next 2 dimensions which we are going to see is particular to children who are below 5 years of age. The first one in that is child mortality, which means that the death rate of children below 5 years of age. This may be due to several conditions like unhealthy environments and not getting enough nutritional food, something like that. And the next dimension, the very most important dimension, is child undernutrition. Here we have 2 parameters in it. One is child wasting, another is child stunting. Child wasting refers to a child having low weight for a particular height, and also child stunting refers to for a particular age the person is not having a proper height. These 2 things are basically due to not getting nutritional diet. That means a child is getting food, but the point is the child is not getting nutritional food. The child is facing nutritional deficiencies like vitamin or mineral deficiencies, which leads to these 2 problems, child wasting and child stunting. Summing up of these 4 parameters, undernourishment, child mortality, child wasting and child stunting, we get the Global Hunger Index score. We have a 100-point scale to classify the countries based on their scores. As I already told, Global Hunger Index is not only used for measuring the hunger, but also classifying the countries or regions based on their scores, and also give a warning sign to them to tackle hunger in the coming years. So when we see this GHI scale, if a country is having 0 score, it denotes the country is having 0 hunger, no hunger at all in that country. And if it is having less than or equal to 9.9, which means low levels of hunger. Hunger is there, but it is in the lower rate. And in the range of 10 to 19.9 denotes moderate level of hunger. Whereas something more than 20 to 34.9 denotes serious levels of hunger. Something more than 35 or even 50, it means the countries or regions are in a high alarming zones. The countries which are coming in these zones, they have to take immediate measure to tackle this problem. The next question you may have in mind is, who publishes this report or who gives us this data, right? We have 2 organizations here. One is the Germany-based non-profit organization Wealth Hunger Life, and another is the Irish, Ireland-based organization concerned worldwide. These two organizations published the report and they have done it even for 2020. Some highlights of 2020 report I have put here in the slides. 2020 report is not only published based on the 2020 data. It is based on the 4 years of data. That is, child undernutrition is measured for the 4 years 2015 to 19. Undernourished is measured from 2017 to 19 and child mortality is measured in the year 2018. So we have considered different years for measuring each parameter and they have published the 2020 report. Next, let us see upon some of the highlights of 2020 report. First thing is, based on the 2020 report, we can see that the worldwide hunger is in the moderate level. 2 decades ago, that is in 2000, it was in serious levels of hunger, but now actually it is good and it has come to moderate levels of hunger. But even furthermore steps have to be taken and it should be brought to low level or zero level of hunger. 2020 report have also outlined these data. That is, 690 million people in the world are undernourished. They are not getting enough caloric intake of food. And 144 million children are stunted. That is, they are not growing properly for their particular age. And also 47 million children globally are wasted. They are not having proper weight for their height. And the alarming thing is, in 2018, 5.3 million children below 5 years of age died due to unhealthy environments and also not getting proper nutritional food. The main focus of this 2020 report is based on the Sustainable Development Goals that was published by United Nations in 2015. That is, United Nations, they have published how the future should be or where the future should go in order to be sustainable. The main focus of 2020 Global Hunger Index is 1 decade to zero hunger. That is, currently we are in the 2020, but 1 decade further, that is in 2030, zero hunger should be there, which means globally the hunger level should come to zero. In this case, what we can conclude is Global Hunger Index is not only a tool to measure and know about the levels of hunger, but also it is a warning sign for the countries to figure out where they stand in the hunger levels and also to come out with solution to tackle this hunger problem and move towards the path of no hunger that is to be achieved by 2030. Friends, I think you would have understood about the important concept Global Hunger Index and how it is important in eradicating the hunger problem in the world. Hope you like this video. Finding this video useful, give a thumbs up. And also, for more informative and new topics of videos like this, subscribe to our channel.